Hi, it's Deanna Nichols, doTERRA Blue Diamond. I am here with your oil a day, and I want to talk to you for just a couple of minutes about Helichrysum, which is, in my opinion, an oil that every home should have. It is something that I like to call a emergency preparedness oil, and we've had many incidents in our home where we've had to have this oil, and we are so grateful that we did. This one is just a really special oil, and it's really good at helping the body to repair itself. And the body is supposed to repair itself, and that's what it's supposed to do. So it has that ability already, and this just kind of enhances and supports that ability. And so I find that my body tends to heal itself much faster with the help of Helichrysum. So you can kind of see it at work in some really cool ways. If you ever have a minor bleeding cut or something like that, and you put some Helichrysum on it, you can kind of just watch how the blood starts to clot really fast. It's pretty cool. This is the best internet that I can have, so I'm sorry. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let me know if it still continues to be a problem, and I'll just wait until I can get into a different spot. Hold on, buddy. Hold on. Okay, well, hold on. Mommy's going to do a video, okay? And this is another reason why it would be good to wait until later because I have my 2-year-old, but it was just getting late and I wanted to make sure I still did it. So Helichrysum is really, really great to support healthy skin. And so if you're worried about having healthy skin cells, there's been some studies, and you can look them up on your own, about Helichrysum and how it's really good at helping to protect you from the sun's rays, and even to help your body to repair itself after some bad effects have happened from too much sun exposure. So that is, thank you, Aviance, that's nice to hear. And so it's just a really important oil to have in your home. I would say especially if you have kids, or if you know, you just like to live a very active lifestyle. If you're going hiking or camping or something, you definitely want to have this oil with you, because you never know when you're going to need that. So I know that in a serious emergency where you obviously will need medical attention, something that you can do that can help is to rub Helichrysum over your heart. Obviously, if you're hemorrhaging, you need to take first aid actions. You need to do things like applying pressure, applying a tourniquet, those types of things. But while you're waiting for medical attention, it would be a really smart idea to take this and apply it over the heart, because this just has some really awesome abilities to help with the body's normal clotting factors. If you're struggling on the opposite end and you're having a tendency to overclot, this is still a really good oil, because we know that essential oils help to bring the body into balance. They don't stop or start or manipulate something, they bring it into balance. And so your body is supposed to know when it's time for the blood to clot and when it's time for it to flow freely. And so this oil will help to get those messages to your blood cells, which is really, really cool. This oil is also really helpful for the liver. It's very helpful as your liver is trying to cleanse from toxins and you need extra support. If you are struggling with toxic emotions, this can also help. Apply it over the liver. It can really help you with that. And you'll find that this label is yellow. And so we know that oils with a yellow label a lot of times are really good to apply in the upper GI area. So that would be below the breast line and above the navel. And so it makes sense that this would be good liver support too. It is a little secret that I use is if you ever have like a blemish on your face and it's just starting to heal up and you're having trouble like covering it up with your makeup, that this could be a really good oil to help that to heal up faster and for new skin to grow. And so it's just been really cool. I've had some major surgeries a couple of different times since I've been using the essential oils. You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. This guy has been somebody who I've needed to use Helichrysum on several times, right? You want to say anything? We're talking about Helichrysum and oils. So this morning he was, you guys may not know what this means, but he was playing with his Paw Patroller, and he had my rose oil, my rose oil and my Forgive oil in his Paw Patroller. So yeah, that wasn't good. He got his hands on that. Anyway, what was I talking about? I forget. Helichrysum. It's an important oil to help for tissue repair, for healing after surgery. So I applied it right over my incision area. As soon as I was allowed to get it wet, I just started applying it, and I was very impressed with how quickly it healed up. I recently had oral surgery done, and I mixed, I got a little spray bottle, one of those really skinny spray bottles. It's about that big. I don't know what the size of that is. And I filled it with maybe 20 drops of Helichrysum and then the rest with FCO, and I sprayed it right in my mouth following my dental surgery, and it helps my gums and everything to heal up really quick. And so it's just a good one to have for any of those types of things. As far as emotions are concerned, this is called the oil of pain. So if you're struggling with emotional pain, maybe you've been through some traumatic situations, or you just are at the point where you no longer believe it's possible to heal or to come back from some of the dramatic things that you've experienced in your past, this oil can really help when it's inhaled, and I would say applied over the liver would be a really good place, especially if you've been through a trauma and you're having trouble seeing yourself on the other side of it. Once you have been through the healing and you dealt with the feelings, you haven't just buried those feelings, but you've dealt with the feelings that come from being on the other side of the trauma, this can actually help. This oil, when it's inhaled, it can actually help you to appreciate and have gratitude for the difficult circumstances that you've had in your life that caused you to go through that painful time. And so it's just a really important, I would say, a really important transition oil from a time of pain and suffering and hardship to a time of being able to look back and reflect on why you're grateful that you were able to struggle through that and succeed to get on the other side of it. So it's just an important oil all around to have in your life, and it is a little bit expensive. So the best way to get this oil, in my opinion, is to use your loyalty rewards program. So you will need to have a wholesale membership account with doTERRA, and then use the loyalty rewards program to save up your points so you can cash it in on oils like Helichrysum that are important to have in your home, but they might be a little bit out of your price range. So that's just a little tip on how to afford this amazing oil. I hope that you will continue to comment